we are going to talk about what has worked and what has not worked for my commuting gear, which is basically my riding gear tailored for a particular task, right? And first we're going to start with the unexpected but not so great. And that was the backpack. The backpack was horrible. And it was just a regular, it was an Ascent 30 or 28 or something, like a regular day pack kind of thing from Bass Pro. If I can get my... If I can get my remote to work. So the problem with that pack was it stuck out too far on my back, sideways, not behind me, sideways. And that basically caught wind and shook me around. The other thing I found was that my helmets all, like with both, breathe too much. Like my face is going to be chilled by the time I get to work. It just is. Nothing I can do about it. This one has venting in front you can't close. You have to duct tape over it, which I will probably do for the winter. The Scorpion, I don't know. It doesn't seem to seal real well, and it doesn't come down as low over my chin, which increases the airflow at my chin, and I need to wear a buff underneath it. This one isn't as bad, but it's still not great. But it has the chin vents you can't close, so it's a catch-22. My REV'IT Cassini gloves, Cassini H2Os, not as warm as I hoped, but they have this weird property. Your hands get cold. We're talking it's 35 degrees out, and I'm going, right now only 35, but when I was doing 60 or so, they don't get colder. Like, you basically get down to ambient temperature, modified by the insulation and your finger temperature. And that's it. Because they're blocking the wind really well. What it is there simply isn't enough insulation. But they work really well otherwise. So I basically decided that, fuck it, they're good enough. What I discovered is it's very hard to find gloves. They don't tell you who's warmer than what. Like, finding how much actual insulation is in a lot of them, very difficult. Like, I know these have 100 grams of Thinsulate. Like, that's the rating. Any other glove, it was a struggle. I found it on some of them, but definitely not easy. So I gave up. What I decided is, on my commute on the colder days, my hands are going to be chilly. Now, if I was routinely planning to ride in these temperatures, this is one of the colder days of the year, okay? If this was a routine thing, I would definitely be in the market for some serious cold weather gloves. Now, what has been surprisingly good? The Optima jacket. I am not feeling the wind. I'm getting some gap around my neck. It is what it is. But otherwise, windproof is working great. Insulation is sufficient. If you are a skinny person who's cold, trending, that may be insufficient. You will need some layers underneath. I am a warm person who is slightly overweight and used to colder temperatures. I am perfectly happy with this jacket. No issues. So yeah, overall, very happy with the Optima. The other thing I'm very happy with is my SMX-1R boots. They are vented. However, my feet are perfectly comfy. I have yet to have my feet get cold or hot wearing these. Now, I can feel that they're vented. I can kind of feel a hint of airflow. So if your feet run cold at 35 degrees at 55 miles an hour, even 60, you may be unhappy. If I was planning to ride all day, I would probably wear my SMXS. But for my commute, easy on, easy off, comfortable to walk in, they're the right boots. So surprisingly comfy, very happy with them. Would definitely buy again. May buy another pair. And I just realized my jacket pocket is probably open. No. Do I still have my keys? Yes. Okay. So yeah, the boots are wonderful. Cannot recommend enough. If you are a commuter, if you are a general rider, they are not touring boots. They are not, cruiser boots. But they do the job wonderfully. Particularly around town when you're getting off the bike and walking. Very comfy. The pants are kind of a weird thing, like, right? A lot of people wear regular jeans, regular pants, whatever. I'm commuting, it's chilly. I wanted a little more protection. I wanted, a little more comfort on the bike. So I bought various riding jeans. As far as I can tell, line to unlined makes zero difference in terms of your temperature on the bike. Off the bike, lined is definitely warmer. But they don't offer more wind protection. Not really. Like, after a few minutes, it's the same shit. So, I have Street and Steel Oaklands. I have REAX 267s. And I have REV'IT Philly 3s. And I tried the Moto 2s, they just didn't fit. And I gotta say, I see where the money is in the REV'ITs. Like, okay, I get it. And I'm buying more. I'm not going to get more Philly 3s. I'm going to get a pair of Lombards. But, I mean, if I wanted more like the Philly 3s, I would get them. They're perfectly fine. I want a different style as well. I wanted more of a straight cut than another pair of Relaxed. I like the Relaxed. I just don't need two pairs. But the padding works very well. It fits. It goes where it's supposed to be. The construction is very good. The material is very good. Overall, I am very happy with them. I don't think they're really that much better made than the other ones. I don't. I think that the Street Steel Oaklands are a great value if you don't care about the pads. If the pads are critical for you, then that's another story. But for around town, I don't care about the pads as much. I wanted them for the highway. I wanted them for more adventurous riding. So I didn't want a pair with them. I wanted the Philly 3s or something similar. So I'm willing to buy another pair. Do I think that everybody should? Do I think that they're that much better than the Oaklands? I think only if you want the pads. If you don't care about the pads, I'm not sure what you're getting that really matters for another $150 versus having an extra pair, right? You're more likely to wear them if you've got a clean pair. A different color, a size that fits you just right because you were willing to spend the money because it wasn't twice as much, 2.5 times as much. That is certainly a factor, right? If they cost 2.5 times as much and you have changed sizes and you need another pair, how willing are you to spend the money? And the answer may be not that willing, right? So you may end up wearing something else. You may end up not wearing the riding jeans. I think that riding jeans make sense. I think that they are underrated in terms of the protection you're getting because of the slide protection. I think that having had road rash off a bicycle, I sure as hell don't want it at the higher speed on a motorcycle. And it's easily avoided. You just got to find a pair of riding jeans that fit you and are comfy. Like, it's not rocket science, but they fit differently. Find a pair that works for you. So I will just point out, okay, it is in the low 30s, mid 30s. Yesterday it was in the 40s. The day before that it was in the low 50s. My hands are slightly chillier. My face is colder because I'm wearing a colder helmet. But the rest of me is not noticeably different. And my hands have, as I predicted, only gotten slightly colder over the course of this ride. My legs, similar. It kind of just, you get to a neutral point and you're fine. It is not a problem. Now, again, like I said, I am used to my hands being cold. I have warmer body, temperature by default, and I'm okay with my hands at their temperature. If you are not, then you're going to need warmer gloves. That is certainly an issue. This is a very long light, normally. And welcome to Sunday church in Texas. They get police to block the road off for people to get more easily in and out of the church. Yeah, I think this is the lower limit for my hands. I'm 2 minutes from work here. And, my hands are now uncomfortable as opposed to just chill. I'm also just starting to feel it through the jacket. So this is about the lower limit without a base layer under the jacket. The shirt I'm wearing is my work shirt. It's useless. Drive! Oh my God! Freaking go! What are we doing? Seriously. This isn't a sightseeing tour. Get out of your car if you want to look. But yeah, hands are chilled but not frozen or anything like that. This was about the lower limit, right? Legs are cold but not horrible. I'm going to get my butt inside, go warm up, get ready for work.